Welcome to the first Republican debate of the 2024 presidential season. I am your host, Martha McCallum, and I'm Brent Baer. Tonight, the RNC has brought us 8 candidates vying for the Republican nomination to defeat Joe Biden, all in the shadow of the clear frontrunner, Donald Trump. Mr. Trump didn't sign the GOP loyalty pledge and therefore didn't qualify for this debate, so he is not here tonight. And now, let's meet the candidates. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Businessman and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. Former Vice President Mike Pence. South Carolina Senator Tim Scott. Former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson. And finally, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, only standing on one leg tonight due to his leg injury. So here are the rules for tonight's debate. No interrupting another candidate. Each candidate will have 30 seconds to respond to our questions, and there will be a bell that will ring each time that your time is up. And the last rule, no Richmond Poor Man from Richmond songs playing in this debate.
I've been selling my soul, working all day.
No! God, no! Don't play that again! All of them hated it except Governor DeSantis. Governor, would you like to state your reason why didn't you say that you didn't hate the song? Well, Brett, it's clear this song makes a point. Rich men from Richmond, poor men from Richmond. It's because it makes a good point, because, our country is in decline. The biggest decline that we've seen in years. And the only way to end all this is beat Joe Biden in 2024 and send him back to his basement with his son Hunter and smoke crack every day where they belong. My first day as president, I will fix the economy and fix our decline. Alright, thank you, Governor DeSantis. Mr. Ramaswamy, a question for you. We understand that you are considered an outsider. You said you only voted in 2 other presidential elections before this political rise, and you're only 37 years old. What do you have to say about you being a newcomer in this? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is answer the question in everyone's mind watching at home. Who the heck is this skinny guy with a funny last name? What the heck is he doing here in this middle of the debate stage? You're right, Brett. I'm no politician. I'm an entrepreneur. My parents came here from the United States 40 years ago with very little cash, and then they helped raise a family. And by today, I have founded multi-million-dollar companies. They're all very successful. I've done it all by marrying my wife and raising our 2 sons together, believing in our faith in God. That is what the American dream is about. And I'm afraid that this American dream will not exist for our 2 sons and their generation unless something is done. Governor Haley, how would you fix the economy? And understanding, though, that Mr. Ramaswamy is an entrepreneur and he's raised multiple million-dollar companies. And right now, at this moment, he's beating you in the polls. Well, I don't care about any polls, Martha. The one thing I care about is helping Americans back to work. Biden didn't start the inflation. It was the Republicans who started the inflation in the first place. And they did it by passing that $2 trillion stimulus bill in 2020 during COVID. Meanwhile, today they are up in Washington claiming Democrats are the big spenders. It's time we had a real accountant in the White House. Vice President Pence, what would you do if there was another debt ceiling crisis in America? Well, Brett, as you know, in the Trump administration, we cut the debt ceiling by $2 trillion, the first time it was ever reduced. And I disagree with Mr. Ramaswamy. Meanwhile, I believe Mr. Ramaswamy is wrong in his view of the economy. Because, to be honest, if he's president and there was a debt ceiling crisis, he had no clue what to do. To be honest, President Biden destroyed the American economy, home and abroad. And all we need now is a rookie to take over the White House and fix this. It's stupid. All right, thank you, Vice President Pence, for that very fiery speech. Next question goes to Governor Burgum on the economy. Thank you, Brett. You know, when I left North Dakota Tuesday, one person told me, go to Milwaukee, break a leg. Of course, I hope they didn't mean that literally. So what would I do is, time's up, Governor Hutchinson. All right, Brett, so you see, what I do with the economy is, time's up, regretting this already. All right, moving on to the next topic, climate change. Mr. Ramaswamy, what do you think about climate change? First of all, it is a complete hoax, a lie, a hoax. Climate change is not real. It's a fraud. All right, listen, I had enough. Governor Christie, it is not your turn. But listen, Brett, I've had enough of a guy shouting here like he's some chat GPT. And Brett, the last time a presidential candidate came on this stage in the middle of the center and said, what is a skinny guy with a odd last name doing here? It was Barack Obama. And I'm afraid we're dealing with the same type of amateur tonight. Then why don't you give me a hug, Chris? Huh? Give me a hug just like you did to Obama. Yeah, and that'll help me get elected easily. Just like you did, it got Obama reelected. Governor Haley, would you like to respond to what just happened? Well, Brett, this is exactly why Margaret Thatcher once said, if you want something said, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman. Senator Scott, would you like to respond to the climate change questions? Oh, no. I think I'm just going to be silent for tonight. Just like a Mr. Nice Guy type of guy. Alright, the next question. Donald Trump. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. Oh, brother. Oh, boy, this is going to be fun. Mr. Ramaswamy, do you think Donald Trump's indictments are politicized? Yes, I do. And to be honest, to believe, Brett, Donald Trump is the greatest president in the 21st century. Listen to this man. He's trying to start riots. To be honest, we have got to stop normalizing his conduct. By tonight, everybody, wink, he'll be out on bail in 4 different jurisdictions. It is ridiculous. He's being indicted for hush money. He's being indicted for classified documents that he shouldn't have taken. He has been indicted twice for election interference in the last election. Loser, loser, loser. Vice President Pence, do you believe what you did on January 6th was the right thing? Well, Brett, I believe President Trump was wrong that day. I did not have the power to overturn the election. When he wanted me to turn it over and make us president and vice president for another 4 years, I chose the Constitution over duty. And that I will always do until my dying day. Governor DeSantis, what do you think about Mike Pence's role on January 6th? Did he do the right thing that day? Well, the one thing we need to do is stop this weaponization. Governor DeSantis, it's not what I said. I know that's not what you said, but here's the thing. This election isn't about January 6th. It's about January 20th, 2025, when I am elected president and inaugurated. All right. Abortion has been a big topic the last year. And Vice President Pence and Governor DeSantis, you both said that you would support a 6-week ban nationally across the United States. Governor DeSantis, you signed a 6-week ban in Florida. Would that work? What we did in Florida was the right thing because these women want to murder children. These are wrong things. This is murder. This is malice. And so in Florida, I signed a 6-week ban that will prevent them from terminating these babies. Because children have a right to live. And the woke Democratic Party will not have a say in it. Thank you. All right, Governor Haley, what is your stance on abortion? Well, Brett, as you know, I am unapologetically pro-life, and I support the fact that we should not be murdering children, but these candidates gotta stop saying they want a national ban. This should be up to the states. Because here's the thing. We have a Democratic majority in the Senate. They're not going to vote on a national ban on abortion. And to have a federal 6-week ban on abortion, you need 60 votes in the Senate and a majority in the House of Representatives. That is not likely to happen. We don't have enough votes to make a national ban, so it should be up to the states to decide. All right, thank you, Governor Haley. Now let's move on to foreign policy. Vladimir Putin has taken over Ukraine with his armies. Would you support aid to Ukraine and Israel? Mr. Ramaswamy, will you answer the question? Yep. So, believe me, I believe we have no problem with Russia. Biden has destroyed our relationship with Russia. And I believe Putin did the right thing to invade Ukraine. He did the right thing. And in fact, it has the right to invade whatever it wants. And Israel, why do we have to bring up Israel? They're not our problem. What have they done with us recently? Under my administration, there will be no aid to Ukraine or Israel. Governor Haley, your response? Listen, I believe Putin is a thug. We should continue our aid to Ukraine and Israel because we do not turn our backs on friends. Putin has said that he is thinking of the possibility of invading other countries. That's world war. People and children are dying in Ukraine under the hands of Putin. Their blood is in his hands. And if you don't believe that, look what he did today. He killed Prigozhin. And when I was in the UN, the Russian ambassador suddenly died. This man is a cold-hearted murderer. And listen, Nikki, this is a cold-hearted lie. And after this primary, when you drop out, I hope you're happy with your career on the world leaderboard with European and Yugoslavia. I ain't on that board, dang it. Are you that stupid? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You've been pulling this lie all week, Nikki. You want to deal with China? I dealt with China. Now listen, Nikki, listen. You clearly have no foreign policy experience, and it shows. It shows. All right, hold on. I just received word from the Lego Fox News Network. And it seems we're taking this reenactment on too long. It seems Lego post-presidency, it doesn't have videos this long. Usually minisodes. Okay, now to wrap up this debate. You all signed the loyalty pledge to come here tonight. Will you support Donald Trump if he is convicted of crimes? Please raise your hand if you do. I will. I guess. Governor Christie, I see you're moving your hand up and down. Are you sure you're supporting Donald Trump if he's convicted or not? No, because if he's convicted, how will he run for president in jail? He's committed all these crimes. He should be expelled from the campaign. He shouldn't be running. Okay, look, Chris, you gotta stop with your Trump attacks. They're all stupid. You're getting boos from the crowd. I don't care. I will fight for the truth and